Before I begin my review on Metal Gear Rising, let me give you some background on the Metal Gear Solid series. In 1998, Metal Gear Solid 1 was released, arguably one of the best games on a PS1. You play as Snake, he's a main character, he sneaks around and stuff, you know, he's just a badass. Then later, in 2002, Metal Gear Solid 2 was released. All the gameplay looked amazing, it was like nothing anyone had ever seen before, until fans found out you have to play as Raiden, the so-called whiny long hair guy, and fans were pissed. And don't get me wrong, it's still a great game, but lots of fans don't like Raiden. They didn't feel like he was good enough to be the star. MGS2 could have been more if, let's say, Snake was the main character.
Not happy about that? Get over it.
Now knowing this, let's fast forward to 2013. The heck is this? This isn't Metal Gear? Where's the sneaking? Where's the tranquilizers? No, Metal Gear Rising is more than that. You cut what you will and kill whatever's in your way. Moments in Rising can only be described as electric. I'm seriously jumping out of my seat watching Raiden toss and cut through this Metal Gear Rex, and that's just the beginning of the game. If you don't play Rising, you're missing out on one of the best experiences I have ever had playing a video game.
Wide open.
That's it, I'm renaming this game. The game is now called Metal Gear Rising, the hypest shit on the planet. The game. Bitches. Another thing that I thought was cool was that at the beginning of the game, you find out that Raiden's rival is this guy named Jetstream Sam. When you finally fight him, you find out how differently their fight styles are and their views in the world. Like, I can't even tell who's good and evil anymore. It's the classic ninja vs samurai rivalry.
Okay. Let's dance.
There's this game company named Platinum. They're fucking geniuses. One thing that Platinum Games does better than everyone else is their boss fights. If you ever play games like Wonderful 101 or Bayonetta, you know exactly what I'm talking about. After you win, enemies just don't fall over. Something ridiculous, something climactic has to happen. It's not only satisfying, but it's an unforgettable experience for the gamer. Oh, you know, I guess I could just run down this clock tower and slice a boss right down the middle. I also love it when Raiden poses after doing something cool. I mean, you gotta pose. Girls are probably watching. And don't get me started on the music. Guess what it is? Just guess. It's metal. You get metal in this game. And the beats seamlessly go with whatever you're doing, increasing or decreasing depending on the moment. So what if I know all the lyrics to the songs in a game? I pay. Live in ignorance and purchase your happiness. I was looking for a place where I can. Game industry. Take out your pen, take out your paper, you need to be taking notes. This is exactly how you combine music with gameplay. And once you get into gameplay, combat is fucking awesome. You can perform some high-pass combos, combining and using variations of light and heavy attack. You'll also learn about this thing called Blade Mode, aka the Zandatsu, which is Japanese for cut and take away. The Zandatsu technique is a game changer. It lets you cut precisely where you want to.
Good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you. To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive. Parry at just the right moment to deflect an attack and expose your enemy to counterattack.
The parry mechanic was also something I found pretty hype. An enemy attacks you, you parry, then you perform a ridiculous combo or Zandatsu. I found it so interesting that so many people were having problems with this. I mean, if you're having problems with this, don't give up. Once I learned it, it became the most satisfying game mechanic I have ever experienced. I do have to gripe about some things, and number one, I'm not a fan of the camera. It gets pretty annoying, and number two, I was confused on why the B button, or if you're on PS3, the circle button, wasn't used in the combat system. That would have given it a more unique experience, with 3 buttons to combo off of. Other than that, I can't complain. I've also heard that people say that it's too short. It's 8 hours, that's the perfect amount of time for a character action game, if you ask me. But what's funny is as soon as I finished, I went right back in to play it again. I cannot be the only one that wants to play as a ninja cyborg that partners with a robot dog that happens to have a chainsaw tail.
I will scout ahead. You will provide backup.
Sir, yes, sir.
In my last game review, I said Shovel Knight was Game of the Year for 2014, but I never went over what Game of the Year for 2013 was. Oh man, I'm gonna get some shit for this. I can just hear it now. What? Last of Us is Game of the Year? You're dumb. Last of Us is Game of the Year. Blah blah. Last of Us. Ugh. Hear me out here. I enjoyed Last of Us. It had a lot of great things going on, but I think a big thing to consider is, do you want to jump back into a game? Do you want to play it over and over? Metal Gear Rising was absolutely that for me. Everything I love about a video game can be found in this title. I think very few people feel the same way I do, but oh well. I guess that's the rules of nature.